In Marvel, magic isn't just one thing. There are 5 different types, and each one operates with completely different rules and completely different dangers. Today we're going to explain all the types of magic in Marvel, mixing MCU films and comics. Asgardian Magic. In the first minutes of the Thor film, Thor says, "What you call magic, we call science." And that literally is the one sentence that sums up all of Asgardian magic in the MCU. Asgardians don't see magic as a separate power. For them, it's a technology developed over thousands of years. But Asgardian magic is tangible in the MCU, creating illusions, telekinesis, energy manipulation. Loki is extraordinary in this regard. In Thor: The Dark World, Loki convinces everyone he's dead. He stages a fake death scene, then shapeshifts to take Odin's place. In Infinity War, he conjures a fake illusion against Thanos, but Thanos sees through it. And that scene hurts. Frigga, meanwhile, is the MCU's most underrated sorceress. In the Dark World, she constructs an illusion against Malekith so flawlessly that even Malekith was fooled. And Loki learned the art of illusion from Frigga. This detail is made explicit in the Loki series. In the comics, Loki's sorcerer ranking is much higher. In the Journey into Mystery series, during the Kid Loki era, he nearly combines all types of magic. But the MCU chose to use him more as an illusionist and trickster, and honestly, that works too. The interesting thing about Asgardian magic is this. Loki is a frost giant. He carries a different kind of magic within him by birth, but he also learned Asgardian magic, so both operate in him simultaneously. By the way, who is the stronger sorcerer, Loki or Doctor Strange? I want to see your answers in the comments. Eldritch Magic, the Doctor Strange film. Stephen Strange, a surgeon with a pride as tall as mountains and shattered hands, arrives at Kamar-Taj, and the Ancient One tells him, "I'm going to show you how small a corner of reality you've been living in." That's when it begins. Eldritch Magic begins. Eldritch Magic works by drawing energy from other dimensions. Hands move, energy takes shape, portals open, shields form. All the sorcerers at Kamar-Taj use this system. Doctor Strange, Wong, the Ancient One, even Ned Leeds. In Spider-Man: No Way Home, he uses a sling ring with 0 training and opens a portal. Why? Because magic runs in his family, a genetic factor. So what can Eldritch Magic do? A lot. It opens portals. In that iconic scene in Avengers Endgame, Strange and the other sorcerers pull armies through from different planets. It creates Tau mandalas. In Infinity War, Strange briefly prevents Thanos from using the Infinity Stones with these shields. It can pull you into the mirror dimension. In No Way Home, Strange pulls Peter Parker inside and rotates the dimension, slicing reality apart. It can perform astral projection, separating your soul from your body and sending it wandering. But here's the question. If this magic is so powerful, why wasn't it enough against Thanos? Because Eldritch Magic has a ceiling, and above that ceiling, there are much darker things. Dark Dimension Magic, the Ancient One, lived for thousands of years, and it comes out in the Doctor Strange film. For centuries, she had been secretly drawing energy from the Dark Dimension, Dormammu's dimension. Why? Because that energy is incredibly powerful. It grants immortality, but there's a price. In the MCU, Kamar-Taj's iron rule is this. Dark dimension magic is forbidden. Why? Because if you open the door, Dormammu seeps in. And Dormammu has one goal: to absorb everything into his own dimension. When Baron Mordo learns that this rule has been broken, he completely falls apart. He goes his own way. But I have to say, this is one of my favorite Marvel ironies. The greatest sorcerer of thousands of years breaks her own rule. Darkhold Magic. WandaVision is over. Wanda Maximoff has lost Vision and her children. Her heart is in pieces, and her hands reached for a book, the Darkhold. Here's what you need to know about this book. In the MCU, the Darkhold is a book of spells made from dark matter. Its pages appear blank, but to someone who knows magic, it appears written in their own language. It shows you whatever you want to know, and that is very dangerous. Wanda used this book to learn dreamwalking, entering another version of herself in the multiverse to wield power. She does this in Multiverse of Madness. She sits in one universe and destroys variants in another, one by one. But everyone who reads the Darkhold changes. Agatha Harkness, while using the dark magic she drew from the Darkhold in WandaVision, emanates a black-purple energy. Sinister Strange, from another universe, has read the Darkhold so many times that his face has split and his body has become deformed. In the comics, this is even clearer. The Darkhold was written by Elder God Chthon. Chthon is the source of chaos magic, and the Darkhold is his book. Wanda Maximoff's connection to chaos magic also comes from here. In the comics, Chthon touched Wanda when she was born and left a door open. In the MCU, this connection wasn't fully explained, but the hints are there. Chaos magic. WandaVision finale. Agatha Harkness looks Wanda straight in the eyes and says, "The children, Vision, this little life. This is chaos magic, Wanda, and that makes you the Scarlet Witch." Wait a moment. Agatha spent the entire series testing Wanda because she recognized chaos magic, and she was afraid. Chaos magic in the MCU is unique, entirely Wanda's own. It doesn't draw energy from other dimensions. It doesn't ask permission from gods. You don't read a book. It just exists. And it knows no limits. It can rewrite reality. It can create and destroy matter. The entirety of WandaVision was actually Wanda unconsciously radiating chaos magic and pulling an entire town outside of reality. She had trapped thousands of people without even realizing it. In Multiverse of Madness, she uses it in full control, and that's peak chaos energy. Now let's look at the comics because this part is very important. In the comics, chaos magic is connected to Elder God Chthon. Wanda was born as a reflection of Chthon's powers. In the House of M comic series, Wanda said no more mutants and altered the genetic fabric of the world. She erased reality like an eraser you can't undo. Even Doctor Strange couldn't stop it. In the MCU, the Mind Stone amplified Wanda's powers, but the powers were already there. When she was a small child in Sokovia, she was in the same room as a bomb and it didn't go off. Why? She had probably unconsciously used magic. In my opinion, chaos magic is the most tragic power in the MCU because its owner never chose it, and to control it, she lost everything. Witchcraft. WandaVision Episode 8. Agatha Harkness rewinds Wanda's past one by one, and we go all the way back. Agatha is trying to draw energy from her own coven. The coven decides to destroy her, but Agatha is stronger. She absorbs them all and laughs as she walks away. In the MCU, witchcraft is a separate system from Eldritch Magic. Witches are born with a connection, but they grow that connection through rituals, practice, and sometimes by stealing the power of others. Agatha Harkness spent centuries doing exactly that. The Agatha All Along series explains this in much greater depth. In the Coven, each witch carries a different specialty. Lilia Calderu is an expert in divination magic. She knows Agatha's past without being told. She sees fragments from the future. This is divination magic. Rio Vidal is connected to death magic. This becomes very clear in Agatha All Along. The funny thing is, witchcraft seems like the most organized magic system in the MCU. Sorcerers wave their hands and open portals. Wanda destroys everything. Loki does illusions. But witches gather together, perform rituals, walk a road, pass through trials. This makes the sorcerers look like chaos merchants by comparison. Power ranking and summary. Okay, we've seen them all one by one. Now let's talk. If we were to make a ranking based on information clearly shown in the MCU, witchcraft. The most organized, most ritual-based. Reliable in the long run, but there are shortcuts for rapid growth. And those shortcuts turn you into Agatha. Asgardian Magic. Technology plus nature plus divine power. Works by its own rules. The fact that Loki is a master of illusion shows how deep this system goes. Eldritch Magic. The most learnable, most controlled, most versatile. The weapon of Doctor Strange and Wong. There's a ceiling, but the ceiling is high. Dark Dimension Magic. The power drawn from Dormammu is incredible, but opening the door equals surrendering yourself. The Ancient One couldn't manage it for centuries. Darkhold Magic, unlimited knowledge, unlimited power. But it eats the user from within. The risk/reward ratio makes this the most dangerous on the list. Chaos Magic, Wanda, draws no energy from other dimensions, isn't tied to a god, requires no learning. My final question, and I'm genuinely curious about this. If you could learn one type of magic in the Marvel Universe, which would you choose, and why? Write it in the comments. I'll read them. Click this link for my video where I examine all the secret experiments in the Marvel Universe. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. See you in the next one.